I got it. I'm sorry. I got performance warning as soon as I clicked it. And it says, no. Just no. That's because the last video, it was a little bit unfair. So I decided, you know what? Let's get the zombies a bit more. And I set it to 20 million. Well, is that a bit too much? Probably. Most likely. Which is why I'm going to set everyone on attack. That way they'll spread out, but I'm pretty sure they'll still win. Also, performance warning. No, just no. I'm pretty sure this is going to break the game, because that's 20 million. 20 million zombies out on the field. And it says no, just no. But also, there's another thing I was going to say. Yeah. Also, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I want to play games like Minecraft and Empyrean. I'm kind of... I do like this, but I haven't really touched these games, like these build-em-up games, in a while. But I also don't want to edit the videos. They're a pain. It takes hours to sort them out and find all the good spots. And like, you'll find something that's really good, but you'll accidentally miss it. Which is why I'm thinking of streaming those. I won't be able to have that much time because I do have work and such, so probably only be able to do it on Mondays. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. And here's what I'm going to do. If this doesn't work, I'll just reduce the troops to like 5,000 or maybe 10,000 troops in total. But we'll do this because it looks like it'll break the game. I'm not looking forward to this. I got a lot of things in the background. I might actually crash the game. As soon as it finishes loading, it'll crash. As soon as I press start.
Later.
This game is taking an awful long time to initialize. The game is lagging so hard now that even my recording software is having trouble keeping up. My CPU is really low. It's not using much of my CPU, so it's gotta be something else. I just had too much on the screen. It's still loading. Oh, the game's loading. It's loading. It's at 1 FPS. Oh no. Oh no. The game can't function because I have 20 million troops on the field. Come on, let me move. Can I move? No, I cannot. Oh no, I think Team 2 has died. Oh no. I think I broke it. I broke it. I can't do it. I had to. My troops aren't on I can't. I had to quit the menu. I had to quit the menu, please. I mean, it could have worked. But there are negative 3,500 troops on the field to fight them. So I'm going to reduce this quite a bit. I'm going to change this to 10 million. Warning, unplayable. Heh, I'll be the judge of that. No, just no. Alright, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to reduce it to about 6 million. Maybe then it'll work. Oh, it's loaded. The game is at 3 FPS. And there are 15,000 troops. Well, those guys were completely and utterly overwhelmed. Look at that. Alright, let's go back to the menu and try to make this less laggy and a bit more fair, because that was completely unfair for these guys. Hey, quick thing, I just realized I was muted during my introduction. So I'm starting right here in the loading screen. It's the next day. I tried recording earlier, but I got interrupted. And, I think I got the game a little bit more balanced. Also, the game has been updated, so it may not be balanced anymore. Either way, let's go ahead and head over here. The zombies are a little bit closer together, but I do hope that this is as balanced can be. It's 4 million versus 42,000 troops. Go ahead and take a look at this from above. Now, honestly, I'm really tuckered out. I've been working all day. Not a job, mind you. But man, these guys are really eager beavers. Hopefully these guys don't get overwhelmed, because numbers and positioning means everything, and if these guys aren't positioned correctly, they will die. Luckily for these guys, it looks like these guys get the high ground, which means that they'll be able to hit some of the enemies in the back, even if they miss. Look at that. Already got 3,000 kills. Looking things over here. Infantrymen are engaging everywhere they can. Hopefully they don't get flanked too easily, though. We don't want that. But, you know, the assault infantry are the most likely to get killed first. Mostly because, well, they can't kill as fast. Also, they don't always shoot in the right direction that they need to. Which is why these guys are kind of getting killed and overwhelmed right now. So we had to wait a bit. They've already lost 100, while the zombies only lost 80,000 so far. Who knows, they might get lucky. For some reason, there's a lot of infantrymen over here. Exposed. Very much exposed. Wow, you guys really want to die, don't you? I mean, look at the things over here. These guys are doing their best, but they are getting flanked. And looking at that, wow. There's just so many of them. And unfortunately, some of these guys can't really get into position. They are opening fire at the closest zombies, but they can't get close enough. Especially over here. Look at these guys. They can survive quite a few hits, but no matter how much health they have, if they don't aim at the guys right in front of them, they're going to die. Especially over here. These guys, for whatever reason, can't kill them fast enough. So they're getting overwhelmed. Yeah, well, maybe I should have thinned the gap. Because these guys are nowhere near effective enough to take out all these guys. I'm wondering if they managed to kill anybody all the way back here. I mean, there are a few dead here. They're fortunate enough that they're able to hit people in the background. I mean, look at that. That line is massive. How do we know if they'll kill any at all? There's also a decent amount of blood over here too. They're taking quite a few hits. You can see that little hill up there. That hill full of zombies. And despite the fact that these guys are effectively killing the zombies, they've already lost 1,400 troops, and the zombies only lost 3,700. Or 3,700,000, I should say. These guys are being very eager beavers. They're ready to kill. Because they're shotgunners, and shotgunners are very effective against zombies. Despite the fact that I say it's balanced, even if you had the same amount of troops in certain areas, it all has to do with positioning. If not positioned correctly, they can die very, very quickly. It's the art of war, you could say. And I'm not very good at the art of war. But these guys are earning their keep, I should say. They are earning their keep. But they are also dying very, very quickly. Look at that, 2,500 versus 3.4 million. Over here you can see that quite a few of them have died over in the background too. So that's very lucky. But the biggest problem is the bulk of these troops have not properly engaged the enemy. And that's very bad for them. This is the wonderful part. And where the U.S. troops must hold the line or perish. Seriously. They can take on the whole world with all this. So let's go ahead and take a look at things over here. Looks like things... well, they may or may not have calmed down a bit. At the very least, they've established a line, but they're going to lose those lines. The only good thing that these guys have is that they have decent amount of health, but they are dying very, very quickly. And despite the fact that they're killing a very decent amount of zombies, just look at that huge mass heading towards these guys. The left flank does look like it's in danger. The right flank, well, somehow they're faring a bit better than the left flank. Did I say left flank for this side? This is the right flank. Right flank is faring a little bit better than the left flank. The left flank doesn't know how to shoot, apparently. And there are already 36,000 left. 36,000 US troops left. So they may not even be able to win this. There's 3.1 million zombies heading after these guys. And these guys are doing everything they can to take these guys out. Look at that. The MVPs are the shotgunners. And they are very eager to kill. And by the looks of things, some of these guys aren't really able to hit enough of them in order to stop them from pushing too hard. You can even see over here, they're actually pushing a bit farther forward now. But it looks like their flanks are more or less, you could say, stable. For now, that is. So, holy cow, they've already lost 10,000 troops. And they still have to take on 2.8 million. That's very, very bad. And let's look at it over here. The troops are losing a lot more to the zombies than they are to them. If I have enough time, which I probably won't, I might visit this again at some point. It's just sad not seeing these guys win any battles against zombies. Even though they've lost quite a few. They've won plenty of battles against the zombies, but nobody wants to lose against zombies unless you are the zombies yourselves. I don't think they even care about winning. Already these troops are starting to... Their lines are getting really thin in plenty of places too. And they haven't really taken out enough of them. Those lines break, they will lose troops a bit faster than they did before. Even over here, the lines, they're not able to hold them anymore. It's 2.6 million versus 28,000 right now. If they could just break certain lines, or break these zombies somehow, which I don't think they will, because it's just a huge blob of zombies heading straight after them. And the shotgunners are already starting to break. There's not enough of them to take out this huge expanse of them. Look at that. Line over there, about to break. Spread out a little bit too thin, didn't you? And we can't have that. Especially over here, you can see as these zombies are starting to envelop them. And the less area of fire that these guys have, the more likely they're going to miss. The more places that these guys have to shoot, I should say, the more likely they're going to miss. Yep. They've already got 23,000 to their 2.4 million. I'm not really seeing much of a... I don't think they have much of a chance at this point. I mean, look at that. They're starting to envelop them over there, too. Yeah, they're not killing them fast enough. They've broken them in several areas. Over here, they're actually getting... They're almost completely overwhelmed, this line. And there's still 2.2 million of them. I suppose one of the things that should also be added is the chance to hit. It's very easy for these guys to miss. Man, look at these blobs. Huge, expansive troops. Or troops, I should say, zombies. It's seemingly endless. And they're getting overwhelmed. Yeah, they're already at 19,000 to their 2.2 million. 18,000. They're losing their troops way too fast. I mean, they did win before. But these guys got overwhelmed way too quickly. And those guys are about to get completely enveloped. Over here, they're getting enveloped as well. This area is under control for now. But they're getting enveloped over here as well. Like, these zombies have figured out that the best way to defeat the enemy is to surround them. Or at least get them at the flanks. Look, they've already got 16,000. They're not killing enough. They're not going to win this. But hey, maybe they'll be lucky. Yeah, these guys aren't surviving. They're definitely going to die. Like, they should not be at such a deficit already. Over here, they already do not have enough troops to take them out. Look how short this line is, as well as thin. They can't kill them fast enough. It's they have the U.S. Army has at least taken out 2 million, but that's. They should have taken out a lot more by now. Despite the fact that they had the high ground. And look, these guys are completely surrounded now. And these guys are about to get enveloped as well. They can't seem to do enough, and there's 10,000 U.S. troops now. They're distributing devastating losses to the enemy, but just can't seem to do enough. Over here, they're getting killed very quickly. We're going to see here. Looks like Czechoslovakia over here. Yeah, they can't kill them fast enough, but they do have a decent amount of health. It's 1.8 million zombies killed so far. but they shouldn't have overwhelmed them this quickly. They didn't do that before. And they only had like 1,000 men difference. You can see now some of the zombies are already ignoring these troops and going after the rest of them. That's very unfortunate for them. I mean, you give them every chance you can. You do everything you can to make it as balanced as possible. And no matter what, I guess every battle is different. I mean, at least not compared to Men of War, but in this battle like this, there's very few of them left now. And those guys are now dead. There's like 4 or 5 of them over here. They're about to all be dead too. And they're dead. There's only 1,700 troops left. And that's nowhere near enough to take out all these guys. You can see this poor little line over here as well. Yeesh. And over here, there's less than 1,000 troops. They did their best. Honestly, I'm just gonna say this. I don't think they did their best at all. You did very well last time. What went wrong this time? Last time you had like 10,000 troops to spare. This time you have the zombies have 1.7 million to spare. Okay, here's what's left of them now. It's very unfortunate that these guys have lost. I mean, they're still taking out quite a few of them. But you would think they'd had taken out like 3 million instead of only 2 million. 2.2 million. And it was an overwhelming zombie victory. I mean, you can see these huge mounds full of the dead, but these guys were completely ineffective. Which is unfortunate. Well, I'd say that's all for now. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe for more. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and good day.